In today's video, we're counting down to 5 famous historical figures with a dark side you won't believe. Let's get started. 1. Pythagoras, the mathematician who led a creepy cult. Most people know Pythagoras for his famous theorem, but did you know he was also a cult leader? He ran a secretive brotherhood where members had to follow bizarre rules, such as never eat beans. He believed they contained human souls. Remain silent for 5 years before being allowed to speak. Worship numbers as divine entities. Those who tried to leave the cult were reportedly hunted down and killed. Pythagoras wasn't just a mathematician, he was the leader of a mysterious and dangerous sect. 2. Elvis Presley, the king who groomed young girls. Elvis is one of the biggest music icons ever, but his relationships were troubling. He began dating Priscilla Presley when she was just 14 while he was 24. He also had a habit of surrounding himself with teenage girls, reportedly preferring relationships with younger women he could train to be his ideal partner. Despite his talent, the personal life of the King of Rock and Roll was filled with deeply unsettling choices. 3. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president who put Americans in camps. Franklin D. Roosevelt is praised for leading the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II, but he was also responsible for one of America's biggest civil rights violations. After Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor, he signed Executive Order 9066, forcing over 120,000 Japanese Americans, many of them U.S. citizens, into internment camps. Families lost their homes, businesses, and freedom, all because of their ethnicity. While Roosevelt is remembered for his leadership, his treatment of Japanese Americans remains one of the darkest moments of his presidency. 4. Thomas Jefferson, the founding father who owned his own children. Thomas Jefferson wrote that all men are created equal, but that didn't stop him from owning over 600 slaves during his lifetime. Among them was Sally Hemings, a woman he repeatedly had children with, while she was still enslaved. Hemings was only 14 years old when Jefferson started a relationship with her. She had at least 6 of his children, but they were still born into slavery. Jefferson never freed her, though he allowed some of their children to leave Monticello. While he shaped American democracy, his personal life was full of contradictions. His own flesh and blood were his property. 5. Cleopatra, the queen who used murder for political gain. Cleopatra is often remembered as a powerful and intelligent ruler, but her rise to power was marked by deception, manipulation, and murder. To secure her throne, Cleopatra murdered her own brother, Ptolemy XIII, and later had her sister Arsinoe IV executed when she became a threat. She used her relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony to further her political ambitions, often employing underhanded tactics to maintain her position. While Cleopatra was a shrewd and effective ruler, her ambition was tempered by violence and ruthless political maneuvering. There you have it, the darker side of history's most famous figures. What do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.